What's up, everyone? SweetPete MMA here. It's May 26th, Wednesday, and pretty warm out. Beautiful May so far here in Ontario, Canada. I want to talk about a recent interview released by Submission Radio. Those guys out in Australia do a fantastic job. I got the interview with Stipe Miocic and the scoop on him, and it's pretty clear, concise what Stipe intends to do. He is doing a couple things. First and foremost, Stipe is putting on some weight. If you recall, in the most recent loss, Stipe lost his title as the most decorated and consensus greatest heavyweight champion of all time. It was a little sad to see, but Stipe came in at 227 or something, 230, let's say. And, Francis Ngannou is cutting weight to make 265. So we're talking about a 40-50 pound difference in weight here. That's a significant size. They're both listed as 6'4". Yeah, I believe Ngannou was about an inch taller, it seemed like. However, in terms of height, reach is pretty close. Stipe gives up a couple inches of reach, a little less in reach as well, but it's pretty close in their frame and everything. However, in the makeup of their body, Stipe is, he's wide-shouldered. He's got the V-shaped body, and he's very lean. He doesn't hold the muscle mass that Francis Ngannou holds. And this, these body sizes and structures and body types have positives and negatives. Stipe's body type, when he was thinner, leaner, was better suited for endurance. It's more of a long-lasting type of muscular build, where you could lift a lower amount of weights for a long time, which Ngannou couldn't do, versus Ngannou has the body type where he has that explosive power. He could lift heavy amounts of weights, but less times. And you got to kind of have a balancing act. And that's why Stipe, according to Submission Radio, is planning on putting on some weight. He is just under 240 right now. He wants to be about 245, even 250. And this comes down, in my opinion, even though Stipe said that he didn't notice a significant strength disadvantage, I disagree. I don't think he was telling the honest truth. There was. And we could see that right away when Stipe went for that first takedown. He went for the single leg, and Ngannou sprawled like it was a man versus a kid. He sprawled right on top of Stipe, and that right there, that moment, I knew Stipe was in trouble. Ngannou moved around to his back, started throwing punches. Stipe was defending well, and even though he got clipped a couple times, even wobbled, he threw a straight, and he smoked Ngannou in the face, and he wobbled Ngannou, and that was the beginning of the end for Stipe, which should have been the beginning of the end for Ngannou, because he got wobbled, and Stipe should have went in for the finish, but in a more intelligent way. He ran in there like this, and he got caught with a left hook, and he got caught with one of those right in the chin, and he got put to the floor. A couple of hammer fists finished him off. He was already finished. Those are unnecessary, but as a fighter, you got to do them. The referee's job is to pull the fighter off. Anyways, Stipe's intentions to me are quite clear. He wants to put muscle on his frame so that he can finish those takedowns. Having that extra weight and size is very important when it comes to grappling and wrestling. I've grappled myself as a guy 5'9". I'm weighing 174 right now, but I was down to 135 6 months ago, a year ago. But when I grappled at 155, that's the weight I would do. 155, I'd weigh 163, and I would diet down, cut weight down, run for the couple weeks leading up to the tournament, and I'd weigh in at 155. So I was really fit. I was in my early 20s then, and I did really well. I was very strong at that weight, and but when I was in the gym and I grapple against someone who, let's say, was 6 feet tall, who had 3.5 inches on me, that's significant right there. But the difference was if they were my size as well. So they also had a height, and then they had the size. So their limbs are a little bit longer. Their legs are a little bit longer. Their arms are a little bit longer. Their shoulder width's a little bit longer. everything's a little bit bigger, and then the strength would equal out, and I would have to carry their body weight, which they would be weighing. I'd be weighing 155, 160. They'd be weighing 180, 185. If you're about 6 feet, you know, and you were in good shape like me, you're probably maybe 200 pounds. So I'd be giving up 40 pounds of weight, and I know what that feels like, to fight a guy who is as skilled as me, wrestle, grapple, spar, whatever, as skilled as me, who has 40 pounds on me. You know, the striking is not so bad, in sparring at least, because, you know, the speed and stuff, and it's only a couple inches, doesn't feel that bad. But when you get those long, grueling grappling matches or wrestling training, the weight comes into play. It's hard to get the heavier guy off of you, laying on you. It's hard to take him down because his legs are bigger than yours. So when you grab his leg, he's heavy laying on top of you. So this is what Stipe's thinking. Hey, I put on 10, 15 pounds of solid muscle. I'm going to be able to finish through with those takedowns. I'm going to be able to hold that leg, turn a corner, pull him down, or follow through with the double. Who knows? I don't know if this is the right approach or not. I do think probably it's a smart approach. I think for Stipe to have a chance to beat Ngannou, he's got to push that fight to 5 rounds. He's got to avoid getting hit by a big punch. He's got to tire him out. He's got to get him past the first, second, third round. He's got to get it into those championship rounds. What I'm getting at with the Stipe and Ngannou fight is a couple things. It's basically, I don't know if Stipe necessarily can beat Ngannou, and I think it has nothing to do with skill. It purely has to do with he's not big enough. And Ngannou's also, his skills have improved drastically. This is why I think in the rematch, Ngannou will probably win. I don't think Stipe, with his body structure, he can put on enough size and strength to negate or make a significant difference, which will allow him to get those takedowns. I think the size might help. We'll see. I'm a huge Stipe fan, but I think Ngannou's put the work in and effort in. And this is why I believe there needs to be a cruiserweight class. There should be a 225-pound weight class. There are many fighters out there who are big dudes, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", who can fight at 225. That would have been perfect for John Jones. That would be perfect for Stipe. That would be perfect for, you know, like Gustafsson back in the day. There's a lot of these 205ers that are cutting 40 pounds of weight and making 205. They need to get rid of the weight cutting, and this is how the weight class structure should go. 125, 135, 145, 155, 170, 185. And they should have it 205 still's fine, then 225, and then the heavyweight max 265. Who knows, bring it up to 275. But that 225 will be a cruiserweight, and it would be kind of the blend of the heavyweight and light heavyweight, and you know, and just get rid of this weight cutting. Get rid of it. Have guys weigh in on the day, so you know the most they can cut is a few pounds of sweat. I'd like to see a 115-pound men's weight class, if particularly they're sticking with the weight cutting situation considerably, because you know the 125-pound men aren't 125 in that cage. They're about 150 pounds, and that's about an average man, 150 pounds. If you know, maybe not these days, the kids are bigger and everything, but if you're looking around and you look at an average man, he's probably only 5'8", maybe 160 pounds. And if you look in the average online, that would be my guess. So no, these weight classes now don't accurately depict the actual sizes of these guys. You look at some of these 155ers, 155, some people think is small and tiny. There's guys that are 6'3" in that weight class and absolutely shredded. There are guys that are 5'11" and jacked. There are guys that, you know, big men, 6 feet tall and jacked at 155. It is not by all means a small man's weight class. I think 155 pounds is a good blend of speed and power, strength. 170 seems to be a little weaker these days for some bizarre reason, but it's got some quality fighters. I'd love to see Wonder Boy fight the champ, see if he can do anything, if Usman just doesn't take him down. But anyways, the moral of my rant here is that Stipe, he's trying to put on some weight. He has got self-belief, and all the credit to him. He did it with the Cormier trilogy. He lost that first fight. He came back. He won the second by stopping him in the fourth, and he won the third by decision. Fantastic comeback. I'm cheering for Stipe. I hope he can do it. I would love to see skill and will overpower power. Win over just brute power and explosion and strength. I'd love to see skill, will, cardio, and work ethic and heart and determination win over just pure kind of athletic ability. But Francis, again, has put in work. You got to give him credit for his skill. However, at the end of the day, there's a significant difference. You look at Francis, you look at Stipe, you can tell in their bodies who's going to be more explosive and stronger, and that is Francis. But Stipe can still hurt Francis, as we saw. So if the game plan is not to get touched, throw those hard straights when you're in the right place, your feet are in the right spot, maybe he can hurt him on his feet. Maybe that extra weight will play a factor. We'll have to see. Currently, at the moment, this may change. My pick is Ngannou in the rematch. I have to see Stipe with his weight gain, see how he does. But yeah, that's the current pick right now. And my opinion on the weight classes, there needs to be some changes. There shouldn't be this weight cutting. There should be weighing on the days. They should add that 225 Cruiserweight class in. And yeah, who knows, maybe even a smaller weight class. I'd like to see some of these small guys. It's pretty incredible seeing what John Dodson at 5'3" can do. Runs off the cage, does 360 aerial backflips. It's these fighters that are that small. They're not weak and tiny. They'll whoop your ass. They will beat the crap out of the average guy who's 6 foot, a man who's 6'4", 220. These 125ers will smoke them. And even an athletic one. If you don't know how to fight, you don't know MMA, that's it. You will not beat 125 because you're bigger and stronger. It's not how it works. Yeah, a lot of these casuals, a lot of the guys talk, oh, they're so tiny. I hate hearing that because, at the same time, you could look at these big heavyweights, oh, they're so slow. Yeah, but get hit by one of those punches, see what happens. So there's benefits at both ends of the spectrum, and that's what it comes down to with Stipe. Can he balance it out? Can he get strong enough, big enough to, make the gap closer with the power and explosion difference between the two of them? Can he make that strength difference less than it was in the first fight? Because we all saw when, after that first takedown was stuffed by Ngannou, I knew it right there. I could tell Stipe was in trouble because it was like lifting up a tree trunk. Stipe you saw him go to all fours, and that's, not saying he was giving up, but it's just that body language determines a little bit of it shows the actions like that, oh, I didn't get it, crap, I'm in trouble. And then Ngannou went around to the back, he showed some control. Stipe got up, threw that hard straight, hit him, wobbled him, but he ran in it too quick. He ran in and got hit with that left. We'll see, gonna be a good one. But Ngannou is a SweetPete pick for now. If it changes, I'll let you know. Thanks, guys. Take care.